Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, this crowd is electric. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Cornhuskers will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And off to Jones. Nowhere to go.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Walker to throw. Fires to the right. Lucky to get it off.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss some of these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of the quarterback. And are his feet set, or now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football, and you could tell his feet weren't set. He was drifting a little bit.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Hauls it in. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield. Holstein. Out wide left, it's Nelson. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The Huskers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. The give to the right. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Quarterback signaling to his guy. On the direct snap, it's Carter. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Motion from the wideout. Throwing, Holstein. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Maybe some room here. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Huskers will try to pick it up on 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. 4th down, Holstein. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of a field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Breaks the tackle. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Fake and wants to throw. They're all over him. A strike downfield. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. enters this offense with a fresh set of downs. Walker will fire. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Turns it upfield. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Throws for the tight end. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Second and long here. Using his feet.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out more space.
Third and long coming up. From the gun, it's Jones. He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up fourth down, and let's see what they do. Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats.
Number 19, set to kick this one away.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Of the period, first down here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Eli Holstein to throw. Dumps it off in the flats.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the single back. Looking for a crease. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Here's Holstein to throw. Left side, it's Mills. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Turning it on! They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage of running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Finds a crease at the 20. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Making the adjustment on the play. Direct snap. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Holstein. Finds his man. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Walker to throw. Extending the play. Out wide left, it's Jones. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's what's so hard about playing this guy, man. It's not the first play. They defended the first play really well, but what does he do? He buys time, he scrambles. Now you start changing your routes. Defenders get a little bit confused. He drops it off, and he makes a big play.
Wants to throw on first. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He wants it all. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They just keep firing. He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Powers inside. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Hey, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on first and goal that can maybe back them up.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And now a chance to pull even first and goal as we get late in the first half. Walker will fire. Escapes the pressure going right. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. They'll try to run it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Making the adjustment. Throwing, Holstein. Quickly complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Quick give. It's eyes. They got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 38. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Eli Holstein to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Holstein. He's got him in the flat. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Quarterback changing the play. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The DBs will back off a bit. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 6 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Hawkeyes in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's changing the play. Here's Holstein to throw. Rush right in his face. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Right side, it's Carter. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Rid of it on the RPO. Breaks into the open. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Walker to throw. Look out. Out wide right, it's Dixon. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Back to pass on second down. Taking a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up into third. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. On the run, it's Ives. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Changing the routes with his receivers. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That is just textbook execution by the receiver on the corner route for that first down. Also, great find by the quarterback.
The Huskers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Hits inside. It's Carter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line. Holstein. Right side, it's Carter.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Wide receiver comes in motion. Holstein from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The Cornhuskers have this offense rolling. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move, it's Ives. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Holstein. It's complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Eli Holstein to throw. Firing for the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy's becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss.
He wants to take the top off. Reels it in down the left side. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Sells the run, looking to pass. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. And off to Jones. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
in search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jones. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Hey, finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a real...
And he's in! Touchdown, Tigers!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Sends it back in motion. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. Understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Holstein to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Swats it away.
You know, a lot of times you're trying to throw slants against man coverage. If you're going to do it against zone, it's got to be so precise, and that time just a little bit off, and that's why it falls incomplete.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. He spins that thing down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Guys, I can't believe this. They must not trust their defense at all. They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to go for it here. You want to talk about a high-risk decision. Holstein to throw for it on 4th. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. So here they are, a chance to put together a game-winning drive and a tie game in the final moments. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Walker will fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Nice move to keep running. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. And off to Jones. Driven back. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock.
I think one of the keys of this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Touchdown Tigers! They move on top here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
Missouri, 35. Nebraska, 28. Number 19, set to advance on the football.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Holstein. Move to his right. He'll pull it down. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Still looking to his right. Turns it upfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Sees a crease. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Rolling, Holstein makes the grab. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. First and goal, and the defense their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. He'll set up to throw. Rolls right. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Eli Holstein to throw. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for two? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Jones. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Walker to throw. Stepping to the right. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these fourth quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Drives inside. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking deep. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They go play action with Holstein. Out wide right, it's Ives. Headed to the end zone. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They strike first in overtime.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Walker will fire. Rush is on. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away. Nope, here comes the flag. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. And he makes the catch inside the 15.
Man, it's nice to be a play caller when you just say, hey, QB, drop back, and everything works. I mean, they just had a lot of success on the day and continuing to have a lot of confidence calling plays and being aggressive.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, going to throw it. The throw. Gets rid of it.
I'll tell you what, it's so nice to speed that clock up with the quarterback. Hit him early, hit him often. Those shots start to add up. That thing comes out all over the place.
Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. From the gun on third down. He caught it. Touchdown, Tigers. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. Don't assume on this extra point they needed to send it to a second OT. And the point after is good. the second overtime. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Fights off a defender. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. They want to keep this drive alive. Third and short here in overtime. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Straight ahead, it's Jones. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Second down, gonna throw it. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. Running inside, it's Warner. Touchdown, Tigers. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for two. Looking to pass. It's Lowry. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Holstein to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Huskers! With that, now a two-point conversion away from triple overtime.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. They've got to get it in on the two-point try to force a third overtime. quarterback run is part of their game plan. They got it. Ties the game and will play on in the third overtime.
You talk about executing great in a big-time moment. That's a have-to-have play. I got to have this play to continue this football game. Coming up clutch, great execution by the offense. And, Palmer, we got more free football, baby.
At this point, it's going to come. Which defense can get a stop? Which defense can hunker down even though they're exhausted and make a play to win this game?
And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now this two-point conversion attempt for the win. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Moving the pocket, it's Lowry. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the two, and we'll play another overtime. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that two-point conversion bag really is. From the gun, looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. They got it done with the two, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime. Now they'll have to respond with a two of their own. Gets the back moving. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. Holstein. And another answer. We're tied again, and let's keep playing, kids.
The football game that would never end. This has been unbelievable. Both of these teams, somehow, they still have so much in the tank, David. Both teams trading two-point conversions right now.
And just over and over, I gotta have it moments. They're coming up huge, play after play after play. Who's gonna blink, man? Both teams making big plays, both teams continuing this game on to another overtime.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. If he houses this, it's ball game. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. Trying to do it himself. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. They can't convert. That short yardage, condensed area, nobody got the 2, and we play on. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. What a brain cramp. He just lost track of the play clock and gets hit with delay of game on a 2-point conversion attempt. They'll line up to go for 2. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Buying time to his right. Right side, it's Dixon. They're stopped on the 2-point try, and we are still tied. After the stop, now a 2-point try to win the game. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. They broke serve. Now a chance to win it with a 2-point conversion. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Holstein. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the 2, and we'll play another overtime. Here comes the 2-point try. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun. They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by 2. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. Sets his feet, it's Lowry. Clutch play and execution ties the game again, and we'll play another overtime. Here comes the 2-point try. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking to throw. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. Now this two-point conversion attempt for the win. Trying to punch it in. They can't convert. That short yardage, condensed area, nobody got the two, and we play on. They'll line up to go for two. Quarterback will keep it. Tremendous execution to get the two, and now they turn up the heat.
It's all about mental toughness. That's impressive there to get the two-point play, and now you're putting it on your defense. Can they rise up to the occasion, David, make a play and end this thing?
Man, and that's what you're doing. You're trying to get energy from them. You're walking over there to them. Guys, we just need one stop. One stop and we walk out of here a winner. I know you're exhausted. Just give me one more play.
Now they'll have to respond with a two of their own. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.